NeYo, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's mine, sir.
Your fifth album, R.E.D., is out now, and what exactly did you want fans to take from it?
What do I want fans to take from R.E.D.? I just wanted to make some music that people would enjoy. You know, that's pretty much my goal with every album that I put out. Just some more music for people to enjoy. You know, I rarely write songs without something to say. You know, so you know, I rarely write songs that aren't about love or the need or importance of love. You know, because I feel like that's, for one of the things on the face of this planet that will never go out of style, and two, one of the things on the face of this planet that is absolutely needed. You know, especially nowadays. So it's about enjoying the music while at the same time learning a little bit about yourself and the importance of why we all need love. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, fantastic. You previously stated that you may have let fans down with the last album. So did that add to a lot of pressure to record the new one?
It did to a degree. You know, just because I felt like the album previous to this one was my attempt at something that I honestly did not know much about and didn't take the time to gain the proper knowledge of before I attempted, which is how I feel like I let my fans down. But with this album, I went in knowing exactly what I wanted to do, and I did it. You know, and this one was pretty much all about the music. You know, the main challenge of this album was trying to find the proper balance between the R&B stuff versus the pop stuff, you know, because those are the two worlds that my fans have allowed me to live in, you know, for the last little minute. So I had to make sure that all sides of that spectrum were covered.
Great. You've teamed up with Mastercard for a competition to give fans a chance to share the stage with you. Mm-hmm. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, me and the fine folks over at Mastercard, basically, we came up with a contest where one lucky fan will basically get to be my shadow for a few dates on my upcoming tour. You know, touring in March, and what it is everything from the stage to the backstage to the sound check to the meet and greet to the interviews to this to that. Everything that happens on tour, that fan will be right there to experience it right along with me. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly of what it is being a NeYo tour, so to speak.
Are you going to choose the actual winner?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, me and the people, my team, and the people at Mastercard, we're gonna all get together and pick the winner. Yeah.
Hey, when's that gonna happen?
Well, the tour happens in March, and they'll be geared up to move out with us then. It's not too late. People can still enter the win. You got to go to somethingforthefans.co.uk.
Superb. A lot of the songs you write, as you just stated there, are about love. Mm-hmm. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about love so far in your own life?
The biggest lesson I've learned about love is that you can't let another person tell you whether you are or are not in love. It's not something that you can just take a finger and put it on like that's love. You can't really define it or describe it to another person or for another person. It has to be something within you that lets you know when you're in love. You know, it's not that black and white, so to speak. You know, it's about you and how you feel for that other person or whatever the case may be. But it's definitely got to be you. You can't take another person's word for it. You're not in love, or yeah, you're in love. It's about how you feel as you.
Mm-hmm. Beyonce recently stated in a documentary that she wants to bring back R&B, which is something you've also stated recently. Mm-hmm. So is this what we can expect to happen in 2013?
I'm definitely gonna, in a matter of speaking, throw my hat into the ring, trying to figure out what the evolution of R&B is, because I feel like it definitely needs to evolve from what it was, while at the same time never forgetting where it came from, but just trying to figure out what the next step is, what the next plane or the next plateau is for R&B. Yeah, definitely plan on, trying my hand at that. And, with people like, names that instantly come to mind are like, Miguel, Frank Ocean. I love what they're doing. The leaps and bounds that they're taking, trying to switch up the sound a little bit, taking a little bit of the old, mixing it with the new, and just trying to figure out what the next step is. Yeah. So yeah, I plan on doing that as well, because it needs it. It needs it. In order for the genre to survive, it has to evolve, just like anything else.
Definitely. As well as being an artist, you're a businessman, and you've got your own company, Compound Production. Does it become hard to juggle everything?
Yeah, definitely so. Not that it's anything that I can't handle, but yeah, it's definitely no cakewalk. But I was raised to believe that anything worth it is going to take a little bit of time. Going to take a little bit of sweat, a little bit of tears, possibly at times. It's going to take work. It's going to take work to make it work. And I am no stranger to hard work, nor am I afraid of it. So, with that being said, I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that Compound Productions, Compound Entertainment, is one of the biggest music companies out there.
Super, I'm sure it will be. And your tour support comes from Talisa and the Music News favourite Conor Maynard, who you've been pivotal in his career as a mentor. What is it that first grabbed you about him?
Initially, with Conor, the first thing that I noticed was, for one, his incredible voice. Like, his tone is amazing, And then I got the opportunity to sit and talk with the kid and realize that he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like, people don't understand that talent is definitely important in regard to this business, but one thing that's almost even more important than talent is your mental state. Because this is a business that, for one, it's based on fantasy. It's based on smoke and mirrors, and if you are not properly grounded in reality, you could lose sight of. And I don't see that happening to Conor. I feel like Conor's passion for what this is won't allow that to happen to him. I feel like Conor's a kid that, if for whatever reason there was no more money and there was no more fans screaming your name, girls screaming your name, that he would still be somewhere trying to sing or plucking out chords on a keyboard or whatever the case may be. I feel like he'd still be in it, and that's the thing that's going to keep him around. Yeah,
I mean, we've interviewed him 5 or 6 times now. We love the bloke, and I've seen him a lot of time just before he gets on stage. Goes into the zone, earplugs on. And that. What's your sort of? Is this stuff that, mind you, that you might have told him, and what do you do yourself before you perform?
Well, the cool thing about Conor is that I didn't have to tell him. He already had it. He was doing it already, and it was interesting to me that he takes himself to that place just before, because I do the same thing to a degree. It's kind of what you have to do. You have to put yourself in a place to where you've made the decision that you're going to get out there and do the best show you possibly can, with what God has given you, and you get out there and it's do or die, sink or swim. So in order to have that mentality, you gotta kind of shut the world off for a second, and it's cool that he knew that already. I didn't have to teach him.
Yeah, no. Obviously you've got a lot going on with your own music, but when you get a bit of free time, what other artists do you listen to?
Other artists I'm listening to right now. Right now, I'm a huge fan of. I love A$AP Rocky's new album. A$AP Rocky is he's pretty big in the States. I'm thinking that it's making its way over here. Let me see. Not just because we're in the UK right now, but I'm a fan of Emily Sandé. I love her album. I love what she does. As well as Adele. Can't deny Adele. There's no denying Adele. From the voice to the songs, there's no denying her. Let me see. Lana Del Rey, I'm a huge fan of. I don't know if she's made her way over here just yet. I think so. Who else? That's honestly about it right this second.
Good.
Yeah.
You recently had parts in both Red Tails and Battle Los Angeles. Any other film projects that you're thinking about?
There's some stuff on the table. It's nothing. Nothing is definite yet. Some scripts that we're reading over. The main thing with me is scheduling. There's been some great scripts that come across the table that I had to turn down just behind just not having the time to do it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's about it's got to be something about the script that catches my eye, that keeps my attention, and then I gotta have the proper time to give to it. There's nothing worse than taking on a role and half-assing it, and then you can see that it's half-assed, and now you look like a fool. I refuse to do that to myself.
Yeah,
to my fans, so to speak.
What's the best hat you prefer to wear? Singer-songwriter, singer, entertainment, businessman, film star. You've got so many.
The hat that I prefer to wear, the mantra that I live by is as much as you can for as long as you can. But I am aware that nothing lasts forever, and that there are some things that have expiration dates on them. For example, my knees. You know, I'm more than aware that at 80 years old, I'm not going to be able to spin around as fast as I can right now. However, I feel like I could write songs till I die. You know, I'll be 108 and still write a song. You know, so if I had to choose one that is my favorite to wear, it'd probably be the songwriter hat.
Great stuff. Well, thanks a lot for your time. And on the songwriting, one to finish on, for somebody that hasn't quite grabbed your songs, or you as yourself at the moment, what 3 tracks would you say, right, this sums up NeYo?
Oh, man.
From your, the whole past repertoire.
3? Man, that is, you know what? And I hate to say it this way because it almost sounds a little conceited, but I really don't think you can sum NeYo up in just 3 records. You know, I got 5 albums worth of songs. I really don't think 3 songs is going to do it. You might need to go pick up the catalog and to educate yourself. Yeah.
Can't I push you for at least one? Then
at least one.
It's even worse, I suppose.
Definitely. So, well, the song that started it off for me was a song called "So Sick," and this is a song that I wrote about the first girl that I ever truly and genuinely fell in love with, and the way that I kind of screwed it up by listening to what I was talking about earlier, by listening to my friends and other people's opinions of what love is or what love should be, you know, and I wound up losing somebody very special behind that. That's one song that, you know, would help introduce what NeYo is, and then from there, you just move into the other stuff. I need people to understand that there is no specific genre that defines me. You know, I've done R&B, I've done EDM, I've done pop. You know, I've dabbled in country even. You know, on this current album, I got a song with Tim McGraw. It's about a quality lyric and an infectious melody. That's who I am. That's what I am. And anybody trying to get to know NeYo, those are the things that you need to look for. Those are the things you need to remember.
Any last things you'd like to say to Music News watchers?
Just thank you for all your love and all your support. I appreciate you guys rocking with me as long as you have. You know, I was just telling somebody just recently that, you know, through the ups and downs of my career, you know, here in the UK, your love has been steady. You know, you never swayed, and I love and appreciate you for that from the bottom of my heart. So as long as you keep cheering me on, I will keep trying to deliver quality entertainment to the world. Thank you.
Fantastic, yeah. A pleasure.
Thanks a lot.